Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for coming by. We are going to go and do your 2019 tarot reading for the year. I'm going to use the single card for each month from the Line Strider Tarot, and then I'm going to clarify with the Lenormand, one card, and then I will give you an overall. So let's get started. Well, maybe not get started there. As always, if you like what you are hearing, please like it, share it, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can go to the information box below and check out my website where you can set up a reading from there. Clear the energy here. Okay. All right, so I shuffled before, I just shuffled again. That was fun. So now here we are, Sagittarius 2019 for January. 7 of Wands. Okay, so you've been wanting to stick your ground on something. Now, right now, you're in a victorious place. People are trying to edge in on your territory, and you are showing that, nope, this is my boundary, you may not pass. This is a card of a firm action, where sometimes to not act is to act. So you're standing your ground and you're saying, nope, this is my boundary, this is where I'm at. And what's interesting is that, Sag, you are generally so open and so gregarious, and we love you for that. You know, you're the sign of benevolence. You are you're always so offering of yourself in so many ways. And so for you to take a firm stand and say, nope, this is my boundary. I think that's beautiful for you, because we can't all do that for you. You have to do that for yourself. And if you feel like you're being overpowered or overrun, then take care of yourself and stand your ground, okay? So that's your January. Let's see what's in store for February for Sagittarius in 2019. Ooh, the Empress. What's happening, Sagittarius? Okay, so we could have, there could be a pregnancy. Watch out for that if that's not what you're wanting. But there also could be a ripening, a creative adventure that's starting. That's a new seed, new ideas are coming. This is February. This is love time in the northern hemisphere. Well, and then also the Empress is the feminine. Full expression of reception, right? She sits on her throne and she allows the world to demonstrate to her themselves, right? They bring themselves to her. She does not need to do anything. She just is. And I love that you're moving from the energy of, this is my throne, this is my area, to, now I'm here and I am relaxed and enjoying it. And this could very well be that Jupiter is in your sign this year. Congratulations, Sag. Okay, so now let's go to March. The 5 of Pentacles. Now, it comes out reversed, but I always read it right side up, mostly because I feel like the cards tell us both ways. We can look at everything both ways, and it's up to us to decide what applies. We decide if it's a negative or a positive connotation. It doesn't have to be doom or gloom, and it doesn't have to be, rainbows and unicorns. It can be very small and very large things. So it's up to you to find out or to decide what applies, okay? So the 5 of Pentacles is a card of poverty. Totally different place from you, okay? So we've just gone from these places of like being full and abundant to a place of poverty. Now, it could be that you've put yourself out there so much that now we have to restrict a bit, or you've put yourself out there so much that perhaps those have taken from you. And I know that that's something that happens to Sages, is that, you know, you guys are so open and allowing that sometimes you can be taken advantage of, and we don't like that, which is why I loved that you began here. So, you know, we just have a bit of this, you know, poverty consciousness that comes back, a little bit of scarcity. This could also be, you know, tax seasons coming up in the US. It could be something that's related to your health, where you just have a bit of a restriction. Maybe it's you have an injury, or there's a sickness that happens. You you get spring fever, spring cold, or something like that. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It's just something that's happening in March, and we will clarify it, not only today, but then even more so in March. Okay. Okay, let's go to April. April for Sagittarius 2019. Is that a single card? It sure is. 3 of Swords. Okay, so not only are you in poverty consciousness here, we have a little bit of heartbreak. So something was going really well. Something was really wide open. You were opening, you were blossoming, and then something started to restrict. And now we have a little bit of loss, a little bit of heartache here. Okay. We'll clarify on why. We'll see if we can get some more answers onto that. But the thing is that can pass. It can just be a fleeting pass through. Okay, so that's April. Let's move on to May. 7 of Cups. So we've got some loss, but then we have choices, right? So ultimately we do have the choice to feel this heartache, to feel this sorrow, to feel this abundance, to feel this fortitude, or we have the choice to give in to all of it. There are lots of choices here, and I know that this is really a card about not knowing how to decide at this point. So in May, there's a lot of things going on, and you're not really sure which way you're going to go, okay? We're in the emotions. We're not into our heads anymore, so that's great. We've moved on, but it's a struggle because there's just so much to choose from, okay? And it could be also that, you know, maybe we have a bit of a drinking problem at this point. So we have gone through some hard times here, so maybe we get to a bit of liking the wine a little much. So do be careful about that in May, okay? Let's see what's on the slate for June for Sag. 3 of Cups. It did come in the reverse. That, again, it's also speaking to, you know, perhaps we're overindulging in emotional fantasy. Perhaps we are overindulging in the drink. Perhaps we are over-celebrating. There's so many choices. You know, maybe we are... We've taken on so much of this mental anguish that now it feels better to just shut it off and to move into a place where we don't have to think and we can only feel, and we only want to feel good. However, poor little puppies and the sloth, there's a certain point where, you know, it's just too much. It's just too much. And we become sick. And the world, you know, even though it can be a celebration, there's that feeling, you know, the hangover the next day, okay? So so be aware of that in June, okay? Let's see what's going on in July for Sag. The Ace of Wands. So it looks like you've moved past that. I love it. We celebrated. We went a little bit far. We're reeling it back in. And now we're going to start into the Wands. So we're going to start back into taking firm action, okay? There's a new creative idea coming, a new job direction. Or it could be a new project, but definitely something that's action-oriented that's coming to you in July. So this is great because you'll be able to move your energies in that direction. You're going to not be lost in this suffering, and you are going to be okay with turning your mind back on after kind of overindulging here, okay? It's moving into August for Sagittarius 2019. Sagittarius. Oh, another ace, Ace of Swords. So now we're beginning a new creative project, and then we're going to have some clear communication moving forward into August. So we're kind of reassessing and reevaluating how do we communicate with others, okay? This is a beginning for you, Sag, and how do you clearly state your needs and your purpose and where you're moving from forward, okay? So this is going, basically, you're taking on the swords, but you're taking the power of the swords, and you're not going to let it overpower you, okay? That's beautiful for August. I love that. September, Four of Pentacles. It did come out reversed. Ooh, there we go. So, again, Four of Pentacles. The fours are firm foundation, and the pentacles are your wealth, your body, your monetary, your health. Generally, when we see it in the standard deck, it's a not letting go. It's a holding firm, holding solid. I feel like you've done that already this year. So perhaps with these new beginnings, your new creative idea, your new communication style, you're not going to let those be ruined by anyone else. It seems like you're taking the control here in the second half of the year. I like that. Do be mindful. What's coming up here is that if there's something that does need to get let go of, because it could become a burden, do be mindful that you do want to let that go. If it's not serving you in this new creative project, if it's not serving you in your new communication or collaboration, let it go. Okay? Just let it go in September, because there's no reason to carry it. You've got other things to do. You've got a heck of a lot more to do this year. Okay? Sagittarius 2019 for October. The Judgment card. And again, came out in reverse. But we'll flip it. Okay, there's a reckoning coming. This is it's a destiny card. It's you're getting angelic guidance. You're getting universal help. All right. I look at this as the Tower thrashes everything and breaks it down, and the Judgment comes in and kind of builds it. It restructures it, but it builds it towards a brand new, beautiful place. I mean, there could be some reconciling, but I'm not seeing that here, because we're not really even talking about relationships so much. What I'm seeing here is that that as strong as you are in the second half, that you are also going to be supported by the universe. Anything that is not serving this new creative project, this new way of being, is going to fall away, and it's not even going to bother you, because there's no emotional attachment to it. Judgment's going to take it, just wipe it out, and you're going to be moving forward towards your destiny. I want to see these last two cards. Ooh, the World, of course, of course. Yep. So that's a really quick turnaround, but I don't think this is the end of it. I think that this is just an opening to the next phase of it. Whatever this project is, it's expanding you. It's divinely protected. You are moving in a way that is beyond any of this from this first half of the year, okay? So you've already had your pity party in the first half of the year. The second half, you are all action, baby. You are moving into this divine place where everything has come around full circle. You have all of the possibilities to make your life the way that you want. You have a brilliant idea. You have a brilliant collaboration. There's a firm foundation. You are guided by the universe and protected by the universe, and it's turning into this beautiful dream that you had. And this is the last one. Eight of Wands, and it's coming quickly. There's movement coming quickly. Look at this 8. It's a deer. So it's coming to you. Now, of course, we've got the whole year to get through. I love this second half for you. This is great. I'm so glad that the energy's shifted, because I really didn't want you to sit here for too long. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers. So the 7 of Wands, we're holding firm and solid. What are you holding firm and solid? Where's this? Where is this strong boundary coming from? Okay, it's coming from an order, like let me show you. It's coming from this order, the structure of authority, of organizations, of corporations, of hospitals. So you are holding firm to structure. You're saying, look, I have built my own structure. I have been working within a structure. Nobody's going to blow my house down, basically. This structure is what is you're standing upon, okay? And you're holding strong. We're going to be going into that pretty soon here, because that's January. Okay, so now let's move into February as Empress. Okay, that's the one. There's lots of talk here with this Empress. The birds, I use the owl card because I think it's beautiful. So there's lots of talk here with this Empress. So the thing about the birds is that you get communication, but then sometimes it could also be chatty, nitpicky. Could be some gossip. So as you are sitting back and allowing for the world to provide for you, to come to you, to demonstrate itself to you, there could be some talk that is gnawing away, and that could be where this is coming from. So just be aware that there could be some gossip in February that can take away from you being in your Empress powers. Now, Sagittarius, 5 of Pentacles in March. What's that all about? Yeah, there's the mice card. That is the energy of anxiety and of, again, gnawing away. So it's not you. It's what's around you that's taking away. Okay. So we'll talk about advice for protection on that when we get to March. And actually, all these energies can shift around, but right now this is how it's laying out, okay? Okay, so we'll see what's going to bring this grief, this heartache, 3 of Swords in April for Sag. Confusion, the clouds. There's some confusion. Maybe there's some back talk. Maybe people who are close to you who once, maybe there's some two-faced speaking where someone says one thing to your face and then says something behind your back, and that's creating some confusion, and it's the confusion that is creating the grief in your mind. When things aren't clear, it's awful, right? It's really difficult. Okay, well, it seems like we're going to move out of that very soon. So let's get to May. Let's start clarifying for the 7 of Cups for Sag. The Lilies. The most interesting card in the deck. So the Lilies are about sensuality. They're about antiquity. And they're also about the elders. So you definitely have some choices, and they could be sensual choices. It could be that, we've moved through this people backbiting, backstabbing talk and making it very confusing. Maybe there was a friendship that was lost here. But something has gnawed away at you and created this feeling of grief. Now you have a choice. Now you have a choice to feel your sensual, beautiful self that the Empress is, or you could feel old and dated and out of it. So I'm just going to lay it out. There's just 2. You have multiple choices to feel, but this is definitely about the choices of tangibility, okay? All right, and of lovers too. So we'll see. Maybe there's multiple lovers coming for you in May. Now in June, 3 of Cups. This is that celebration card that might have been too much because it came in reverse. There's the lady. There's a lady out there who's celebrating a lot. Okay, so feminine energy, the feminine energy has given in to this celebration, right? Now, what I'm feeling is that the feminine needs to hold back. We're the ones who actually set the pace, right? So when we overdo, when we give in, we have given in power as well. We've given in part of what, it's like the divine balance and method, right? So if we're not timing everything and we just give it all away, well then nothing else is gonna work out in the way in which it would be equally balanced, because we've just given it all away. We've taken our cups and we've given all of the waters away, and now we're left with nothing. So keep this in mind in June, that we really are not in our feminine power when we overindulge. Now, on the contrary, we could be overindulging in feminine ways. It could be that we're just oversexing. And as long as you feel protected, like you are safe, and you're making conscious choices for yourself, enjoy. This is a short term, we all have those moments where, we just kind of decide, I'm going to do this. So just keep a boundary on it, right? Just like you did here, keep a boundary on it so that it doesn't take over. And I don't think it will if the rest of the rest of the year pans out. Okay, on to July for Sag. The stars. So here's where your everything changes here. I love this. So here's your divine timing. This is your wish. Everything's coming forward, from moving forward. So it's all divinely planned and destined for you, beginning with this this new chapter of creation, new job, or a new creative project. Okay, so what is this Ace of Swords in August for Sag? The secret coming out. That makes sense. So, the secret, the book card. So something that was hidden will be known. Okay, that's going to empower you. That's just a little thing. We'll find out more, but that'll be something that'll hinge in August. Okay, so let's look at 2019 for September for Sag. Oh, this is the one. Here we go. The ring. So there's a commitment. Now it can be a commitment to collaboration. Again, this is the holding on of things. So you're making your stand known. And I think that this, because we're not talking about relationships so much, these tend to be more sexual in nature talks here. But we're talking about a collaborative and a work collaboration, especially when we're talking about pentacles here. Now, it could also mean that you've made a choice, you've signed a contract. So you can make a contract that is a house-related contract, or even at a health club, because these are both like pentacles things. So there's something where you're holding on. So you've signed a contract, you've made this commitment, and you're holding on to it because it's supporting this new creative venture here, this new work-related venture where something will be known, something clear will come out about it. So interesting. Okay, Judgment. How's Judgment going to support Sagittarius in October? Oh, by love. Okay, well now that love has come out, now that the heart card has come out, this could very well be a collaboration with a partnership as well as a business partnership, okay? Now, this could also be that the universe chimes in and brings you straight to this relationship, or your relationship becomes something that's very important in this month of October because of this. Maybe you spent a lot of time working on this new project, and now it's time to work on a relationship in October. But something about relationship and partnership is coming up in next fall. So we will definitely see what comes forward. I'm loving the second part of your year, Sag. This is great. And this is right around when you'd be given your gifts from Jupiter. So maybe your gifts are your relationship. Okay? So for the world, all luck, baby. It's all luck. Let me show you this. Just the clovers. So everything is divinely blessed here. Things that are coming to fruition. This next chapter that's getting bigger, it could be this love chapter in this relationship. Everything is blessed. It's going to be a good, wonderful, soft, and lucky, and that could be even blessing this new creative project. All of this. Ooh, this is exciting. Okay, the Eight of Wands and the Sun, of course. That's a great way to end it. Movement, and it's happening. It's all possible. This is success. You're going to have success in this. Whatever this is that begins in July, it's going to end in success. It's not even going to end. It's going to be successful by the end of the year. Okay? It's building in partnership, in love, in luck. You have all of the positive cards building. You have to get through this crap. But once you do, once you allow your pity party and you change it, you flip it around, and then you start taking action here in the second half of the year, you're golden. Absolutely golden. I love it. I wish I was a Sag. My mom's a Sag. I love her dearly. That's how I know you all so well, because I know what it's like, and you guys deserve so much because you give so much. And the rest of the zodiac needs your benevolence. We need you to feel good for us, to stay positive for us, because it's so hard for all of us. So just know that despite this stuff, this is all a beautiful blessing for you, Sag, because you deserve it. Okay? So this is the final card. It's going to be our overall from the Mystical Shaman Mystical Shaman Oracle. Love this deck. So one card for an overall for Sag for 2019. And you get the card of the deck, the Mystical Shaman. It makes sense. You're the guru. You are the guru of the zodiac, the Mystical Shaman. So 38, 11 master number. Congratulations, as always, as if I needed to tell you that you were the master, the Mystical Shaman. So I'm going to read what it says. These cards are beautiful. Okay. This is the symbol of the myth maker and storyteller who is neither made nor defined by his story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In doing so, the Mystical Shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. Yes. Yes! When the Mystical Shaman appears, you are invited to consider the ability to live without attachment. You are called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. Yes. I love this. Now, this is the sign of manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. This is you. You're manifesting all of this. You just got a little tripped up in your head, but all of this is what you're manifesting. You've got such great guidance that's supporting you. The universe is supporting you. This is going to be a fantastic year for you, Sag. I'm really excited. Really excited for you. Really excited to see what is coming. So if this resonates for you, please like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, just click the box below and feel free to check out my website. I am so happy for you, so looking forward to your 2019, and I send you all my love.